Welcome in, everybody. All right, our audio is finally working. Sorry about this. You might have already heard us once, but we'll repeat ourselves again. We've been getting some audio problems worked out here today. Welcome into the WBBL official YouTube channel. We're live here for the Cardiff Met Archers at home against the Manchester Met Mystics. I'm joined here by Reese Jones today. I'm Atticus P. Both of us are on the Cardiff Met Sport TV Masters in Sports Broadcasting class. Reese, great to have you here, man. Excited to be here today.
I'm very excited to see some of the action on display today. It's a huge day for basketball here at Cardiff Met in the Archers Arena, and I've seen a lot going on in this last week in prep for this game. Some of these players taking part in multiple teams, playing in Bucks competition, and I'm really excited to see if they can bring the same levels to this game today.
Well, we'll get to that Bucks competition for Cardiff Met in just a moment. First of all, some placement about the game today. Cardiff Met, bottom of the table, 13th right now. Manchester Met are 5th. Cardiff Met really need this win. And Reese, we actually haven't been able to call a home game for them since November. That's how long it's been with scheduling weird things and COVID. They're 0-3 at home, and they haven't played a home game since 1 in January. We're excited to see what they can do here today.
Well, I think there's a different atmosphere around the Archers Arena than there has been in weeks and months past. I think with COVID protocols loosening a little bit, there's loads of fans here in the stands today, especially, like I said, because of the day of basketball going on today here in the Archers Arena. But I'm hoping the atmosphere today is different than it has been in months past through the rest of the season, and I think Met need to take advantage if they have any chance of trying to stay up in this league.
The Archers looking to try to get back in the playoff race. Manchester Met looking to cement their positions in the playoffs so far. We'll go through the starting 5 for the teams today, starting with Manchester Met. They have number 8, Georgia Jones, number 10, Rianne Bailey, number 13, Vanessa Acra, number 15, Erica Williams, and number 21, Dominique Allen. Reese, the starting 5 for the Archers today. Who have we got?
So we've got Lauren Psyche, number 3, Shannon Hatch at number 22. So we've got Sarah Jorgensen at number 8. I see Issy Bunyan as number 10. And going for the tip here, we've got, who's that? Karis Roy going up for the tip.
Tips up, it's away. Sarah Jorgensen's got that ball, and the Archers start out with it. Lauren Psyche on the ball now. Now Psyche, Reese, is coming off the game of her life midweek, over 20 assists and dominant as the Archers won their quarterfinal game against the Newcastle University basketball team.
Now that was genuinely one of the best offensive performances I've ever seen in this Archers Arena. I'm hoping she can bring it again today.
Psyche's looking for it. One leg float away. That one's not going to drop. Manchester Met with the ball now. Out along the baseline, poor pass, that's taken away. Under heavy pressure, but Issy Bunyan takes that ball out. Turnover by Erica Williams. Psyche in the corner, she's got space, she'll come inside, out to the wing. This 3 up, Issy Bunyan, off the back iron. Karis Roy, good rebound. Roy forced out, she'll kick the ball back out herself. Psyche, she won't take it, she'll come inside, back out. Hatch from the free throw line, still won't fall.
Great energy to start off for the Archers so far.
Energy was a big part of Cardiff Met's game in midweek. They scored 112 points in 40 minutes in their Bucks competition. Hopefully looking to get something similar here today. Floated pass out of the bottom. Little pull-up J, that won't fall. Karis Roy, another rebound. Tapped out of bounds. We've got a foul called on the Mystics. Cardiff Met basketball.
Vanessa Acra looks pretty confused with the referee's decision there.
We got 2 of the leading scorers in the league today. Erica Williams for the Mystics averages 16.5 points per game. Shannon Hatch leads the league with 18.5 per game. Hatch inside, she'll come out. Bunyan looking for 3, she won't have it. Jorgensen wide open, foot on the line. That 3 won't fall. Hatch, good rebound. Bunyan wide open in the paint, and nothing's dropping so far. Georgia Jones will take this one out for the Mystics. Inside, big one-on-one battle. Airballs the floater, but Mystics get another rebound. Sent inside again. Williams gets it back inside. Oof. Up strong and a foul call on Karis Roy there. Dominique Allen with 2 free throws for the Mystics.
And from what I've seen so far on offense from both teams, Cardiff Met seem to be playing with a bit more of a hot potato tactic, not keeping the ball in their hands for any longer than a second or two. Lots of movement, but just can't get any shots to fall.
We're about just over 2.5 minutes in, and that's the first point of the game. Weird. After the almost 200-point explosion we saw this week. Doesn't fall. 1-0 Mystics lead. Bunyan on the wing. She'll look for help. She'll come inside. Finds Shannon Hatch. The backdoor cut. Karis Roy is wide open. Back to Hatch. Hatch from 3. It's up. It falls in. There we go. 3-1. Archers take the lead. Shannon Hatch shooting about 34% from 3 on the season. She's top of the Archer squad, Reese.
You can see why. As a jump ball is called. The arrow going Manchester's way. But like I said, it was a promising start so far in this game for the Archers. Shots just weren't falling, and I mean, when you get it into the hands of somebody like Shannon Hatch, shots are going to end up falling eventually.
Knocked out of bounds by Issy Bunyan there. The Manchester Met Mystics will keep the ball. So Reese, the real competition today, of course we've got the game going on. Both teams, though, with the sweet city jerseys. We've got the Manchester on the Mystics jerseys and Cardiff on the Archers jerseys. Who does it better, say you?
I think, taking bias aside, I think the Archers have got to take this one. Very similar to the jerseys of the Denver Nuggets in the NBA, as another jump ball is called just about 30 seconds after the first one. Arrow this time going the Archers' way. I think we maybe saw 1 or 2 jump balls in the entire game on Wednesday.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Archers have got to take the jersey competition here, but I love me a city skyline on a jersey. They're both very clean kits, in my opinion.
They both are, we would say, best in the league. Now down low, Cardiff Met just had a big substitution. Mara Marcazzati is back in the game for the first time in months. Big return for the Archer squad coming off her bad hamstring injury. She's inside here. She'll post up, try to lay that one up. It's off the iron, but that's a shot Cardiff Met will take all game, Reese.
And she looks to have a good inch or two on anybody else on the Manchester Mystics, so having Mara Marcazzati in the game, as Manchester puts another 2 on the board, having Mara Marcazzati on the court, as long as she can get some rhythm and start to knock down a couple of shots, I think her size is going to be huge.
Well, speaking of size, Lauren Psyche doesn't have much of it. She's the smallest on the court, doesn't matter. Pull up 2, 5-3, Archers lead.
She has such a low center of gravity. She's able to just pull up from anywhere off the dribble.
Georgia Jones, she'll cut inside as she beats Psyche. Little dump off pass, wide open from the baseline, 2 points. Vanessa Acro with her first points of the game, 5-5. Bit of a hard pass out to the wing. Archers do well to save it. Hatch now out to Marcazzati. Bunyan on the corner, 1-on-1. Tries to swing it back out. That's knocked back down. She's got control of it again. Little running floater. Doesn't fall. Hatch with a good offensive rebound. Tries to lay it back, and no. Long pass from Georgia Jones inside. What a pass.
Wow. She's
2
been to
points.
Specsavers.
No kidding. 2 points there for Erica Williams. Hatch at the top. Bunyan under heavy pressure. That's stolen away. A bit of a weak pass between Hatch and Bunyan. Back inside again from Allen. She'll knock it back out to Accra. Ball dropped. Sent inside again. 3 up. Off the back iron. Psyche with the rebound. Psyche running downhill. She'll dump it off to Marcazzati. Marcazzati lays it in nicely. 7-7. This game is now tied again. Georgia Jones, step back 3, pulls it up, drains it. She's dangerous. Georgia Jones, second on the Mystic squad, averaging 13 points a game, just outside the top 10 in the WBBL. Jorgensen from 3, she's wide open and won't get it to fall.
But again, I like that shot choice there from the Archers. They're throwing the ball cross court 3 or 4 times per possession and making Manchester move, and nobody near Sarah Jorgensen there on the 3, just unlucky for it not to fall.
Both teams going with a pretty high pace here. Inside to Accra, out. Jumper from 2 falls. Dominique Allen gets that one to drop in. She's got 5 points on the game so far as the Mystics take the lead again. Catch inside, bit of a reverse layup, falls in. And one, you think?
Could have been, but still just great strength from Shannon Hatcher to get the reverse layup in there.
No kidding. Jones, she'll look for space here. Psyche one-on-one with her. Psyche knocked down from the screen. Wide open inside, laid up and in. Dominique Allen, she's starting to take over and assert herself. And the Archers will call a timeout, try to get a reset on some things here. 14-9, Mystics take a 5-point lead into this break, Reese.
And I think that seems to be the game plan for Manchester going forward so far. They're trying to create the mismatch with Dominique Allen inside, and they keep drawing Mara Marcazzati when she's on the court, outside on the pick and roll usually, and she's gotten 2 or 3 easy looks so far, just simply due to her size mismatch. So I don't know what Cardiff Met are going to do to combat that, but they need to do something quick.
Well, midweek, we never really saw Cardiff Met deal with this much adversity. I mean, the game was close throughout, but that was more of a run-and-gun shooting game between them and Newcastle, just trying to get points on the board, look for an open shot, pretty simple like that. Obviously, today is a bit more complex. The Mystics have done well working with their screens so far. Cardiff Met, not as much. I'll be looking to make some changes on that here. And they'll make a couple of substitutions as well, as Sarah Wagstaff will come on the floor, along with Celine Lemoyne. One of the big concerns for the Archers this season has been shooting. Open shots, spot-up shooting just hasn't been very good. Most of the team is below league average, below 30% shooting from the field. That's not what you want to see. They'll be looking to make a big change on that today. And as we saw throughout practice this week, Reese, the Archers have focused heavily on running up tempo and keeping a high level of energy throughout the game.
And I think having Lauren Psyche just on the court is absolutely massive to that tempo, honestly. As soon as she gets the ball, when she brings it up the court, she's throwing it to a corner. She's got eyes in the back of her head as Shannon Hatch in the corner. Jumper! Great. Nothing but net for Shannon Hatch. But like I was saying, having somebody like Lauren Psyche, but they've got loads of people on the court that can do that, and they need to keep up this tempo, and Shannon Hatch seems to have the hot hand for the Archers at the moment.
She does indeed. Step back 3 again from Georgia Jones. That one's not going to fall. Doesn't fall out of bounds. Mystics get the rebound. Jones again. She'll have another chance, and she puts that one in. Uh-oh. That's a bad sign. Georgia Jones is only a 20% shooter from downtown in the league this season, but it hasn't seemed to matter so far. Wagstaff trying to move it around. She'll cut inside, lay it off to Marcazzati. Jorgensen open from the back. Doesn't fall.
And I'm hoping this isn't a theme like you brought up. The shooting, again, open looks for the Archers. I don't mind these shots that they're taking, but I do mind if they're not going to fall. And that was too easy there for Manchester.
Sorry, Reese. You can see Shannon Hatch was frustrated after that. I mean, the Archers are just getting knocked off by every screen. Every screen from the Mystics is rock solid and getting the Archers out of their block defensively. Marcazzati swings it around to Hatch. Going out on the perimeter. Jorgensen 5 on the shot clock. Needs to find something to do here. Wagstaff, corner 3. Doesn't fall.
Oh, what a look. Unlucky there from Georgia Jones. That's the 3rd or 4th time we've seen that as well. She seems to be Manchester's focal point, bringing the ball up the court and just throwing those breakaway passes. And a couple of times we've seen him come off, and I really hope that isn't a theme for the Archers going forward. The transition defense needs to maybe be a little bit more switched on.
Well, Georgia Jones averages just under 6 assists a game. She's 3rd in the league with that. And she's been causing problems with the Archers thus far, whether she's got the ball in her hands or whether she's shooting. Hatch pull up 2, that one's not going to drop.
Georgia Jones already with 4 assists in his first quarter here.
On pace for 20, I think, trying to match Psyche's midweek performance here. Acker on the perimeter. She's under heavy pressure from Shannon Hatch. Gets it over to Jones again. Sent inside, knocked back out. This one up. Won't fall in. That's a good stop for the Archers. Keeping it out on the wing. Knocked away from Levi Warren. She's still got the ball. Hatch immediately turns around and shoots. Doesn't get it. Well, if Cardiff Met are going to lose today, there are worse ways to lose than having Shannon Hatch miss shots. The more she takes, the better.
And from what I've seen so far with Manchester on offense, they've done a really good job at drawing out whoever's playing that center position, that number 5, at drawing them out of the inside. At the moment, it looks like Shannon Hatch is probably the tallest archer on the court at the moment. And they do a really good job of just either pick and rolls or just really fluid movement. They're drawing them out and creating mismatches inside.
You think the Archers can keep this small lineup on the court much longer, Reese?
Not if that's going to happen.
Right as we talk about it. Offensive rebound for the Mystics. That's not a good sign.
And they don't even have Dominique Allen on the floor, who was dominant those opening 5 minutes.
Jones swings it inside. Shannon Hatch read that one. Good steal for the Archers here. Wagstaff up the floor. She's got someone on her back. Out to Levi Warren. Warren won't take it. 3 to shoot. Nicely done. Beats the first quarter buzzer. 19-13. The Archers still down by 6 to the Mystics, but a decent end to that first quarter, I think.
I mean, about as positive as a finish as you can. Much needed 2 points there at the end just to make it a 6-point gap for Manchester, but I don't know, not exactly the most promising signs on offense for the Archers in that first quarter.
No, and the problems are pretty easy to see on the box score. Dominique Allen's already got 7 points. She averages just under 9 on the season, so a little too much there. The other problem, though, is Georgia Jones already has 6, and Erica Williams only has 4. And as we know, Reese, Erica Williams, one of the top scorers in the league, 3rd in the league to be precise, she will start getting things firing later in this half, as she's done all season.
And Archers did do a great job at stopping any momentum that any Manchester Mystics had in that first quarter. Dominique Allen, like I said, with a hot start. And luckily she came off the floor. But Manchester have many players that can just go on a bit of a hot streak like that, especially if they're moving around those Archer defenders inside as easy as they were in that first quarter.
That's definitely one of the issues that Cardiff had to struggle with this season has been physicality inside. I mean, you can see it with the lineup they're sending out here. Shannon Hatch is the tallest player, and they just don't have many established centers down there. So whether it's Dominique Allen or Erica Meyer, Manchester Met are going to win the size battle, and they just need to keep staying physical and keep pounding that ball inside. I don't know how much longer Cardiff Met can stop them, especially not for the full game.
And I think if this trend continues from Manchester on offense, I think this game is largely going to come down to how often Mara Marchezzati's on the court. She's the only Archer that can really deal with any of the size in terms of just a physical matchup with Manchester. But I know she's still nursing a little bit of a rehabilitated injury, so I'm interested to see how much we're actually going to see her on the floor.
Well, the Mystics start off with the ball here in the second quarter. Georgia Jones will swing this one out to the perimeter. Bailey's left wide open. She'll take it. That one won't fall. Cardiff Met disrespecting that shot and not getting away with it because of the offensive rebound that Erica Meyer drops in.
And that play right there cannot happen for the Archers if they have any hope of clawing their way back into this game. I don't even want to say that this early into the game, but it's just the trends right now are not looking great for the Archers. That was too easy of an offensive rebound from Manchester the other side.
Well, Bailey's got that shot again. She's not going to take it this time. Swings it inside to Meyer again. Loses the handle. Tapped out of bounds by the Archers. Mystics ball. Just about 15 on the shot clock left. Well, right here on this last possession for Cardiff Met, Reese, I think we're going to see the difference today in this game. If Issy Bunyan's on fire, number 10 for the Archers, if she's hitting shots, Cardiff Met will be in this game. If she's not, it gets exponentially more difficult. Bailey from the free throw line. That one won't fall. Again, another offensive rebound for the Mystics.
I mean, the combination of Allen and Meyer, both on the court at the minute, is just two players with size that the Archers just don't seem to be able to deal with. Is Sarah Wagstaff.
Wagstaff looking to take this one up strong. She will. Lays it in against the pressure. Big 2 points for Cardiff Met. That's the only way they can stop that interior presence you were just mentioning, Reese. Great steal, great layup.
And a much needed change of momentum for the Archers there. Huge stop and go.
Jones, immediate dump off inside. Shannon Hatch, another big steal for the Archers. Psyche up the floor, twisting and spinning. She'll lay it off to Wagstaff again. That one swatted out of bounds.
Tough to say if that was the right decision there from Lauren Psyche. It was a 5-on-3 in favor of the Archers, and she decided to go to Wagstaff inside, which I can understand the thought process, but she had 2 or 3 wide open people on the elbow there, and Shannon Hatch here in the corner closest to us. And you wonder if giving the ball to her there could have resulted in a better point output there.
Well, that's been one of the biggest problems for Cardiff Met this season has been efficiency. You look through there, points per possession is such a huge stat in this league. How many points each player averages on each possession where they control the shot. Pretty much everyone on their team is below the league average. The only 2 who are above, Lauren Psyche and Shannon Hatch. Everybody else is below average on their points per possession output. What that really means is Cardiff Met are just really struggling from shooting from the field. The team as a whole averages under 30% shooting. That's something you'd expect from like beyond the 3-point line, not just from the field. And that's not good enough for the Archers so far.
And I wonder if that number in their head is just playing with their confidence a little bit. That might be why they decided to go inside for a potentially higher percentage basket. But it's difficult, like I said, when you've got the size of Meyer and Dominique Allen, who literally just could just put their hands up and are almost able to swat anything away.
Well, Meyer and Allen are still there inside. Marcazotti tried to go up. Psyche gets the rebound, doesn't get it to drop. But Cardiff Met tried to make a substitution, 2 substitutions to match that. Karis Roy and Marcazotti have come in the game. Oh. Foul on Issy Bunyan there. We should have 2 shots for the Mystics now.
And it doesn't matter how much size you have inside if the transition defense is a bit too slow, if you're not even there.
Well, you'll take the foul, right? Make it work for the 2 points here. Why did I say that? It's the curse. It's coming true.
No Storm Eunice to blow this ball away as I say that.
Look at that. What Reese says happens. What I say, the opposite happens. Psyche out on the wing. Bunyan now one-on-one with Allen guarding her. Karis Roy inside. She's triple teamed. And that's stolen away by Georgia Jones. This should be a good, easy layup for her. Goes up strong. She's fouled by Sarah Wagstaff. 2 shots for the Archers here from the free throw line again.
And in transition, it seems to be Manchester taking advantage with Georgia Jones. Either if she has the ball in her hands and she's the one starting the counterattack with a cross-court pass, or if she's the one taking the ball herself, she seems to be the facilitator in transition for Manchester at the moment.
Well, she'll miss that first free throw. Nice little bonus help from the crowd here. We're in the midst of a massive triple header here today on the Archers Arena. We had a wheelchair basketball game before this, WBBL game now, and then a Division II National Basketball League for the men's team after this. Psyche brings this up the court. It's out to Wagstaff in the corner. Sent inside. Karis Roy, nice little turn and spin. Lays it up inside. That's one of her best strengths, and she's one of the best young players in all of Great Britain for that reason, Reese. Inside, she can move that ball around.
And I like the size that Archers have got on the court right now. It's really the only way I can see them competing with the size that Manchester have got, and I think Karis Roy and Mara Marcazotti are going to be huge going forward in the rest of this game.
There it was. Roy just couldn't rip down the rebound off Mara Marcazotti, and that will be a Mystics ball.
Looks like Sarah Jorgensen is going to check into the game for Sarah Wagstaff for the Archers.
Well, you can see the problem on that possession right there. Cardiff Met, they've got more size on the floor. They're matching up a little bit better, but then you can't yank down that rebound. You've got to get that ball. Allen inside, 2 on the shot clock, lays it off the glass. Falls in for her.
And following up your point, Manchester so far have 5 second chance points so far in this game, whereas the Archers have 0. Mara Marquezzotti has just got to make shots like that. You know, inside, bit of a size advantage. You simply have to be knocking down some shots.
She's one of the best post-up bigs in this league. That's a shot that's hers to take. Out on the wing, Mystics looking to drive it inside along the baseline, lays it up, and it drops in. Another 2 points for the Mystics. Rianne Bailey with the points on that one.
That's potentially the issue with going man-to-man defense there when you've got two players of that size in Cardiff Met with Roy and Marquezzotti.
Psyche tried to come inside and cut that double screen. She's fouled as she went through. Cardiff Met will take this ball out from the side. Missy Bunyan's wide open in the corner. They find her. Open three. Ah, man. One of these has to drop eventually. Out of bounds off Marquezzotti again. Mystics will retain possession again.
And I think if there is a positive to potentially take with this, it's that, like you said, those shots have got to start falling eventually. I think they will, as long as they keep creating some high percentage shooting opportunities. But like you said, it's simply just not making shots.
Georgia Jones won't make hers, but Allen gets the offensive rebound, kicks it back out. Long range three up, again won't fall. Nice rebound there by Karis Roy. Psyche 2-on-2, she's got options. She'll drive it inside on her own, bounces off both irons and falls in. Well done.
And it's crazy that she's probably been the archer on offense that's been able to use her size as she gets a steal.
Take it home, baby! Oh, how did that fall out? Great offensive rebound from Karis Roy. I got too excited. That's on me. Roy, one-on-one. Oh, foot on the baseline when she caught that pass. And Mystics ball, 27-19. They hold an 8-point lead as we get down to just over 5 minutes left here in this second quarter.
Lauren Psyche, on that steal that resulted in the layup, she's such a good job of using her size and just kind of digging her shoulder into the defender there, pushing her off and creating her own space. Wow. Great move from Georgia Jones there.
Tried for the steal, did Lauren Psyche, didn't quite get a hold of it, and that's a foul called on her. Looks like they're debating between a shooting, maybe an unsportsmanlike foul. This could be a clear path foul, Reese.
Yeah.
And it will be. Will not be, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Head coach Jeff Jones from the Mystics is going to argue that call, but this is a foul on the ground. No shots for the Mystics here. No unsportsmanlike either.
I can see where the coach is getting his thoughts from there. It looked like could have been something a little bit more.
Accra on the wing. She'll drive to the baseline. Under heavy pressure. Back out. 1 second on the shot clock. Pulls up from two. Won't get it to drop.
I think if you're the Archers, you'll give up that shot all day to a big like Meyer.
Driven inside, Karis Roy. She won't take that shot. She'll come in on her own. Back out to Issy Bunyan. Rotating around that wing. Psyche in the corner. One-handed pass inside. Shannon Hatch almost gets it stripped. 5 on the shot clock. Psyche, pull up, long range 2 from the elbow. Won't fall.
This Archer basket must have some glass on top of it. Baskets just are not falling at the minute.
Tough shooting today from the Archers, but they're not out of this game. Jones sends a lead-off pass inside. Accra's got it. Set back out, long range 3, deflected down by Psyche. It does go up. Oh, and they get the offensive rebound. Jones from 3, doesn't fall. Cardiff Met got away with that one. Psyche inside, nice no-look pass over to Shannon Hatch.
Oh my goodness me.
What is going on?
And it looks like they called an offensive foul on Lauren Psyche there.
A foul called on the Archers, but more importantly, Reese, how on earth did that not drop?
I mean, that ball is going to bobble in and out. It's going to circle around the flushing toilet. Like, it's going to do anything but fall at the minute.
Well, Cardiff Met 9 of 30 from the field today. Just about 30%. It feels like it should be a lot higher than that. Just so many balls have rattled out.
But with that being said, it's only an 8-point lead for Manchester at the moment. I think the Archers have shored up their defense a little bit better in this second quarter.
Georgia Jones, 5 on the shot clock. She'll pull out from 3, get that space she likes, doesn't fall, but it's knocked away, and a good rebound for Joelle Moreno. Moreno out to Jorgensen. She'll set, long range 2, still won't fall. Hatch, good rebound. Pulls it back out. Jorgensen again. Moreno coming inside. Little dump off to Karis Roy. She goes up, and she's hit on the arm. 2 shots coming up here from the Archers.
That's some great guard play there from Joelle Moreno. Just driving inside and getting the sneaky little bounce pass aside there to Karis Roy there, who's going to shoot 2.
Well, you know it was a great play because Reese and I are sitting here with our producer Sam. We're out here on the side. We've got all these cables and wires near us. And during that play, I see Reese's arm go up and up and up, and then he fist pumps right at the end. Even though he's surrounded by all the wires and technical equipment. You know that was a good play because of that one. Roy's first free throw drops.
It only matters if they're going to make these free throws here. Looks like somebody's taking the glass off the basket. And they're going to let some balls fall through the hoop finally.
Big 2 free throws from Karis Roy. 67% from the free throw line this year, but 100% on those 2. Mystics on the wing. That ball gets tied up. Nice jump ball there. Sarah Jorgensen did a great job getting that one. Arrow points to the Archers. Turnover from the Mystics.
And there seems to be a little bit of a momentum shift going on at the moment. The Archers seem to be taking the upper hand. Manchester not taking advantage of their size as they were in the first quarter.
Hatch on the perimeter. She'll pull it and go inside. Long range 2 doesn't fall for her. Driven up the floor quickly here. And the Mystics will pull this one back. Jones sent inside. Allen wide. Oh boy. That's a nice little post move. Well, 2 more points for the Mystics. Timeout called by the Archers. They're down 29-21 with just under 3 minutes left to play here in the second quarter. Well, like you said, Reese, Cardiff Met did a better job this quarter of managing that size difference. Hadn't seen many plays like that until just now, where the Mystics were able to get inside and get wide open.
But still, the thing that scares me a bit in terms of a trend going on in this game is the second chance points for Manchester. You know, they haven't been great from shooting the mid-range, but the issue for the Archers is they're not getting any defensive rebounds, and Manchester seems to be putting up too many second chance buckets at the moment, whereas the Archers have 0 at the moment, like I said before, not taking any offensive rebounds really, or at least taking advantage of any that they're getting, and they aren't getting many so far in this game. So promising second quarter performance based on that first one from the Archers, but there's still a long way to go if they have any hope of taking a lead in this game.
And what you bring up, that's a strange trend from Cardiff Met so far. 7 offensive rebounds today, no second chance points. That's strange, especially the fact they're only down by 8 with that. I mean, they've been out-rebounded 26-17 in total by the Mystics, and neither team has really managed to take control of all those rebounds. The Mystics have had a few good possessions with second chance points, like you said, but I think both teams are leaving a lot out on the table there, and they know it.
And I think from what I've seen on the Archers is they'll get that rebound, and then, you know, they won't go straight back up with it. They'll kick it out and take a slightly lower percentage shot.
We're looking for something better here. Hatch gets the ball knocked away, but she'll recover it. Lemoyne comes inside, dishes it back to Roy. Roy coming in, swatted out of bounds. Nice swat there by Allen.
We've got some great seats here to see some of these swats that have gone on from Manchester in this first half.
Dominique Allen's got some huge hands. I'd be scared to go up inside against her. Wow. Another turnover for Cardiff Met now.
And a high press from the Archers right now.
Almost had that 8-second violation. Acker in the corner. Out to the other side from Erica Williams. Sends it back inside to Allen. She beats Karis Roy, gets the wrong side of her. And Roy fouls her as Allen goes up. 2 free throws to come for the Mystics again.
And that shot was going to go up as soon as Allen got that positioning on Roy there. Regardless on if she actually made the shot, she was either going to draw the foul or get a really easy bucket. And the Archers need to do a better job of just positioning themselves better before the ball even gets inside.
Allen misses that 3 throw. Her second one also doesn't drop. Nice rebound there from Karis Roy. Long range pass to Sully Lemoyne. Oh man, what was that?
I don't know, sloppy possession there from the Archers. Not a great pass, not great hands from Lemoyne.
When Karis Roy comes off the floor from Mara Marquezati. Roy's been the big bright spot for the Archers here in the second quarter.
And you notice the Archers have always got a taller player, somebody who can play that center position now, whereas in the first quarter they were going with a bit of a small ball tactic that just simply wasn't working.
Yeah, definitely. Marquezati one-on-one with Williams. Williams, oh, how did that one not drop? Almost traveled there. Good stop. Out to the wing goes Moreno. Jorgensen loses the handle. 10 on the shot clock. She's going to drive inside. She'll pull it back. Hatch. Moreno wide open from downtown. Doesn't fall. Oh. Nice steal there from Marquezati. Palmed that one down. Oh, how is it not going in? Another offensive board. Tough fall. No foul called. Thrown away. Out to Cardiff Met turnover. Reese again. Offensive rebounds, and you just can't put it in.
And that's the third or fourth time I've seen Mara Marquezati right under the basket. Granted, under some heavy pressure, but she's got the size advantage. And you would expect her to at least make one or two of those so far, but her or any other Archer so far has not been able to take advantage of any offensive rebounds.
No, they really haven't. 9 offensive boards for the Archers and 0 second chance points, compared to 9 offensive rebounds for the Mystics and 7 second chance points for them. We've got just over a minute left to play here in the first half. Very low scoring game today. Both teams accustomed to a lot higher. 29-21, Mystics with the 8-point lead so far. And like we mentioned pregame, this game is really, really important for Cardiff Met. 0-3 on their home games this year, only 3 so far. Nobody in the league is close to that. And they really need to kickstart their season here at home in the second half.
It looks like in the second quarter, Manchester have done a really good job of shoring up the paint so far. They've been happy to let Cardiff Met pass and dribble around the outside and the perimeter, and they're very happy to let them shoot at the moment because Cardiff Met just can't any momentum, any rhythm in their shooting at the moment. And Cardiff Met need to find a way to decipher that zone defense that Manchester's playing right now.
Well, Reese, I don't know if the saying translates across the pond, as we would say, but over in the U.S., we would call 28% from the field laying bricks.
I think that'll translate.
Good. I figured it would. That's why I used it. Jones under heavy pressure from Joel Moreno here. Nice close defense. Bit of a touchy foul. I don't know about that one.
Was it a reach call or a blocking foul?
Blocking foul looked like.
She was just trying to play a little bit too tight.
Gotta let him fight through the screen, though.
I love the energy, though, on defense.
Well, foul given away. 2 free throws for Georgia Jones here. This first one clanks off. Brick again. Comes the second. Jones, a 70% free throw shooter on the year. That second one does fall. 1 point for the Mystics, 30-21, 9-point lead. Hatch drives it up the floor here. Lemoyne in the corner. Another pass inside, another poor pass.
Any pass inside like that has got to be a bounce pass. Anything at chest level is going to be way too easy to just pinch off, as that's going to be a Manchester ball still.
Out of bounds on Joel Moreno, couldn't corral that rebound.
As Issy Bunyan looks to be checking back into the game.
Let's see Lemoyne checking out. I'm going to assume for that thrown away pass there. Akra calling for help, almost doesn't get it in time. Tapped away from Moreno. Great high energy defense from Joel Moreno so far. Knocks it out of bounds.
And if you can't give anything, at least give some energy.
Georgia Jones again. Jorgensen fights through that screen. Back out to the corner. 1-on-1. Does get the little switch, and Allen is just left wide open. Little shake and bake inside. Another foul called on the Archers. 2 and 1 coming up here.
And that's very similar to the things that we saw in the first quarter there. Manchester taking advantage of the size mismatch with Dominique Allen, and Mara Marquezzotti just gets drawn out of the paint. And if Manchester start to find their rhythm with that move again, I think it might be trouble. It looked like it was a lane violation. It was on Issy Bunyan running into the paint about 5 seconds before the free throw leaves her hands.
Can't do that with Dominique Allen. She's already got 13 points. Just give her another chance to get that free throw back. She will not take advantage of it. Got about 42 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Issy Bunyan with the ball now, out on the wing. She'll pull up the dribble and Hatch inside. Marquezzotti wide open, needs to go up strong here. Allen slaps it away. Another steal. Dominique Allen just dominating down low. And that's thrown away. Cardiff Met have the ball. Bunyan takes it up the court. Hatch, corner, wide open. It's up.
There we go.
Bang, baby.
That is the change Cardiff Met needed right now. One of those threes to fall, finally.
Hatch up against Allen. Allen forced to kick it back out. Long range three up from the Mystics. Doesn't drop. 4 seconds left to go. Archer's driving it up the floor. Jorgensen looking for space. Gonna have to take the three. Does Moreno, and she won't get it off in time. Well, that's a good end to the second quarter here for the Archers. 32-24. The Mystics will take an 8-point lead into the break. Reese, give us some final thoughts before we head into the halftime break here.
Well, I think it's hard to say if it was a promising end to that quarter, really for either team, but I think the Archers probably had the upper hand, at least in the first half of that second quarter. I think they really changed the momentum coming out of that first quarter. But I think if there's one stat that we've been saying this whole time, it's the second chance points and really just the points inside from Manchester. They've really used their size advantage much better than the Archers have. And I guess if there's only one positive for the Archers to take so far, it's that they're sending Manchester to the line very often, but they're only 4 from 11 from their free throws right now. So I guess if there is any tactic, if you don't think you can stop them, I think you foul the people inside, give them some free throws, because they can't seem to be sinking any at the moment.
Yeah, the Archers, I don't think they'll be too concerned about giving up free throws when the Mystics are shooting a ghastly 36% from the line. Not very good. But the Mystics still have the lead after they've played better offensively this half. As we head into the break, we'll have about a 10-minute break here. Mystics have the lead, 32-24 here in Cardiff, Wales. I'm Atticus Peed, joined by Reese Jones here on the WBBL official channel. We'll see you after the break. Well, welcome back, everybody. We're just a few minutes away here from the start of the second half as both teams have made their way out of the locker room. And they're both looking to continue for the second half. Cardiff Met looking to come back in this game, down by 8 with the remaining 20 minutes left to go. Reese, plenty of changes. Both teams, of course, changing things tactically in the locker rooms. What would you change, though? Let's start with Cardiff Met. What do you see that they need to do?
I think their lineup is going to be massive. I'm very interested to see who they start this third quarter with. I think as much as Mara Marquezzotti, it's been a very good size matchup. She's kind of been getting played off the floor so far this game, both defensively and on offense. So I think the big change is you need to bring Karis Roy in at the center position and then go from there, because the mismatch between the bigs that Manchester have in Dominique Allen and Meyer, they're just playing the bigs for Cardiff Met off the floor at the moment, and they're their key goal scorers, getting the second chance points. So I think that's where you need to start. You need to start with maybe a personnel change there on the inside. I think the man-to-man defense that Cardiff Met is playing right now, it's too easy for Manchester to draw players from the paint inside and create matchups. So I think Cardiff Met maybe need to think about changing their defense, or just better communicate on defense and switch a bit quicker and that sort of thing. But other than that, they simply need to make shots as well. I mean, you just cannot win a game shooting 27% from the field like that. You simply won't win a basketball game that way.
No. Now for the Manchester Met Mystics, I mean, they're up 8. It says something, though, that we've got so many things we say about Cardiff Met that they can do better, and there's so many things we think they've been doing wrong, and yet the Mystics are only up by 8. If you're Manchester, what do you have to do here to increase this lead?
Well, I think they've been pretty solid on defense so far. You know, they haven't let really any easy looks inside, and as we've been saying this whole game, Cardiff Met have 0 second chance points, and I think that's due to the high amount of pressure that Manchester put on Cardiff in the paint. But on offense, I mean, they don't really have anybody that's scoring points apart from, you know, easy baskets inside from Dominique Allen and Meyer. So You know, I think if they just try to take more advantage of that and just see what happens, see if Cardiff Met make any big changes, and if they do, you exploit whatever changes that they make going forward. But I think, like you said, the fact that Manchester only have an 8-point lead right now, with all the negatives on offense that we've said about Cardiff Met, I think that just speaks to how important it is that Cardiff Met make some of these changes and really take advantage of this.
I think they've already made that first change that you wanted. We could see the starting lineups here for the second half for the Archers. First, Shannon Hatch on the floor, Sarah Jorgensen as well. Looks like Lauren Psyche and Issy Bunyan, but then Karis Roy, the big woman down low. She's coming out on her own. No Marcazotti.
I'm a big fan of this lineup here from the Archers. Opening quarters, they kept coming out with a small ball lineup, and it was just tearing them apart right now. So I think Karis Roy being inside, like I mentioned, is absolutely vital for Cardiff Met.
Over on the other side, we've got the Mystics with the same starting five that they rolled out to start the game. We've got Georgia Jones, Rianne Bailey, Vanessa Acra, Erica Williams, and Dominique Allen. For the Mystics, this starting five they have on the floor has accounted for all but 3 of their 32 points. Specifically Dominique Allen and Georgia Jones with 21 points between them. And the surprise of the first half for them, Erica Williams, only 4 points, averages again over 16.5 per game, so only 4 is something unexpected. Rianne Bailey under pressure, she'll bring it in, kick it back out to Erica Williams. She catches that pass, pulls up from long range, doesn't get it to drop. Good defense there from the Archers. Psyche running downhill, tries to cut, loses her footing. And Bunyan knocks that ball. Ooh. Close one there. Knocked it into Erica Williams' foot. So Cardiff Met ball with just over 15 seconds left on the shot clock here. Hatch on the wing. She'll take a 3 immediately. Won't fall. Bunyan taps it away. Psyche comes away with the rebound. 12 on the shot clock again. Roy at the free throw line, out to the corner. Psyche was left open. She'll take a long range 2 and gets that one to fall. 6-point lead for the Mystics now.
She has such a pure shooting motion. I love the way that she releases the ball.
Acra here, one-on-one, trying to come inside. Hatch with a strong defense. Hatch forces her back. Acra wildly lays it up. Nothing. But then Williams gets the rebound. She's got about a foot on Lauren Psyche, so good luck there.
My question there is, why in Lauren Psyche, the person inside there, challenging Erica Williams there?
A couple of reverse layups missed for the Archers. Psyche comes to pull up from the free throw line. Won't get it to fall. And the Mystics come away with it. Jones, cross-court pass. Williams on the wing. Ricochets in and out. Jorgensen trying to split the defense. Pass tapped down. Bunyan's got it. She'll back it out. Roy wide open from the free throw line. Ah, man, you got to get those ones to drop. Jones calls her play. She's got a screen waiting for her. Partially takes it, cuts inside. Acra on the baseline. Acra going up strong after 2 steps. Oh, man. Shannon Hatch can't pull the board down. It's out of bounds, and the shot clock resets for the Mystics.
Shannon Hatch is giving her absolute all right now. Her defense on Acra is giving her some ridiculously tough shots.
Bailey gets Roy to bite, drives inside, one-handed floater, won't get it to fall, and Roy gets away with the rebound.
Roy's lucky there. She was sent for a hot dog there.
I haven't heard that one before. Jorgensen, Hatch goes for the turnaround J, doesn't take it. Psyche, Bunyan. Somebody's got to take one of those shots eventually, right?
Oh, another kickball there.
Archer ball, 14 on the shot clock after that foul. Psyche will start this one off. She's got a bit of a screen, won't take it. Jorgensen, Hatch, Psyche, left open again on the perimeter. Still can't get it to drop, and that's just not good enough for the Archers.
Cardiff Met need to devise some sort of plan to get the ball inside to get some shooting opportunities in there. The ball is just passed around the outside from the Archers on offense at the moment. Dominique Allen.
Oh, wow. You could just see that play developing. Allen got Roy in her backside, put her hand out, and just stiff-armed Karis Roy away from the ball, and then took it inside, fouled, and won again.
These past 2 possessions, Dominique Allen has been stood right in front of us on offense, and I've just been keeping my eye just on her during the entire possession. The movement she has off the ball to create her own opportunities 5-10 seconds later. It looks like it's really poor defending from the Archers, but it's really Dominique Allen, her movement off the ball, creating her own space.
Well, the one flaw in Allen's game right now is that she is 1 for 6 from the free throw line. Might just want to start fouling if you're the Archers. Hatch tried to cut it inside to Marcazzotti, who collects on the rebound here. Tries to get it back to, oh boy, I don't know what that was. On the floor here, Mystics trying to get it away. Cardiff Met didn't really put them under much pressure. Erica Williams wide open from downtown, drains it. Uh-oh, the rally for the Mystics has started.
That's too open for Erica Williams there.
Bunyan trying to respond. It's a 2, it doesn't fall. And 13-point Mystic lead, and they have all the momentum right now, Reese.
Yeah, not a great start from the Archers here in the third quarter, really anywhere.
Jones cuts it back, loses Psyche, little floater, drops it in. 15-point Mystic lead. It's starting to get out of hand.
A much-needed timeout there called from Archers head coach Steph Collins. They just need to regroup. I think their positioning has been the biggest issue so far, and I think that partially comes from a lack in communication. I think mainly on the defensive side of the floor, which we're sitting right in front of at the moment, players are just getting pick and rolled and mismatched, and they're not really doing anything to recover or cover their positioning inside, and it's creating a lot of opportunities, especially for Dominique Allen inside, who's so smart with her movement, using her size and using her finishing ability. However, like you said, can't seem to do anything from the free throw line at the moment, so I think that's what the Archers need to do short term to stop Dominique Allen, is just foul her, put it to the line, don't let her get an easy basket. But on offense as well, they're just not able to penetrate the paint at the moment. They're just passing around the outside and settling for some decent looks, but on a shooting day like this today, I don't think you can settle for looks like that.
Yeah, it's a bit harsh for the Archers. It's been impressive for Manchester Met. I mean, the Archers came out in the lineup that we liked in that first half, and they did everything that I think on paper you'd want them to do, but then the Mystics just came out. And, I mean, Allen down low has just been dominant. But the Mystics have done really well on defense, keeping their blocks set, not letting Cardiff Met get in behind them, and then just slicing that Archer defense apart over and over, whether it be the interior movement of Dominique Allen or Georgia Jones just finding her space, making things happen with her vision. Archer's looking to reset after that timeout, get back in this game. Psyche comes around Shannon Hatch's screen, wide open, long range 2, gets it to fall.
Every time I see that ball released from Lauren Psyche's hands, it's just so smooth, so pure. She can do it so off balance as well. That low center of gravity gives her the ability to just pick up the ball really from anywhere, off any dribble.
Much better from the Archers there. Nice job from Missy Bunyan. She's forced out Erica Meyer. A little bit of a long pass. Meyer didn't have a whole lot of space, though. Turnover for the Mystics. Bunyan in the corner now. Psyche spins it away. Jorgensen's wide open. She'll take that 3, and too far.
And again, it's the same thing. You see the Archers unable to actually get inside at all, even with Lauren Psyche trying to drive, draw defenders to her. Manchester's really happy to let the Archers shoot from the outside at the moment.
Williams now. Williams under heavy pressure from Shannon Hatch. She'll spin, looking to come inside the paint. Goes up strong. Oh, man. What a bucket. That's a hard basket right there, Reese. 2 and 1 for the Mystics yet again.
That is such strong play from Erica Williams. And if she's, she was a bit anonymous in that first half, honestly. I don't think we said her name more than 2 or 3 times in the second half. She hasn't exactly caught fire like she's known for so far in the league, but if the Archers start letting her get some buckets like this, they're going to be in deep trouble.
These 2 and 1s are really hurting the Archers so far. Just some really physical play from the Mystics. Williams up, doesn't get it to fall. That's been the one reason why this isn't turning into a full-on blowout yet. Oh man, it's off the Archers again. Another possession coming up here from Manchester Met.
And Manchester 4 from 12 as a team from free throws, shooting 33%.
I think if you told the Archers that before the game, they'd say thank you very much and absolutely take that box score. But you got to do something with it. Now's the time. Jones out. Bailey. Bailey fakes from 3, cuts inside on a strong hand.
Oh, wow.
Bailey trying to get inside on Mara Marcazzati. Bit of a hard foul, but nothing extra, just a common foul called.
Maybe a bit of frustration there from Rhian Bailey from the amount of contact that she drew on that shot attempt. She went in super hard there for the jump ball.
Really did. Bailey 1 of 6 from shooting from the day. Just hasn't really exposed defense for the Archers. Pouch, she'll take that 3, in and out again. Good rebound from Mara Marcazzati. Goes down hard for it. It's on the floor. And we've got a double dribble call. Look at that. Turnover for the Mystics. I could read the lips from here. Rhian Bailey hated that. Psyche, 12 on the clock. Wagstaff in the corner. Psyche with 7 to go. Hatch, open, turnaround, shot. Can't get it to drop. Ah, man, that's tough.
That's the first time I've seen the ball in the paint for the Archers in about 10 minutes. And immediately closed down from Meyer.
Out in the corner, looks for space. Inside, can't get that shot to drop. Another good rebound from Marcazzati. She might be finally getting over those jitters from the first half, coming back from her injury. Marcazzati much better here in these past couple of minutes.
Oh my goodness me, those are the baskets inside. Those are the opportunities I've been waiting to see in this entire game, really. And the first time they get it in, they can't get the finish. That's really the decider at the moment.
Jones cutting inside, beats 2, whips it back out. Long range 2 up in the air, that one drops. 2 more points for the Mystics. Elisha Moore with the 2 on that one. Lemoyne on the wing. Marcazzati, double team. She'll get it back out to Lemoyne, who loses the handle, and it's another turnover for the Archers. Jeez, I mean, this is not pretty right now.
I mean, it went from a 6-point lead for Manchester going into the half. Now,
18.
Oh, so did they count that one as a 3 then? Okay. Or as a 2?
Oh, you're right. I don't know why that was a 3.
But anyway, Cardiff need to do anything they can to keep it as a single-digit lead for Manchester going into the end of this quarter, or else I think it's going to be too little too late.
Well, the Archers still have plenty of time to respond. 18-point deficit, although Reese and I disagree. It should be 17 points. That last bucket for Manchester Met came from Elisha Moore. That was a long-range 2. I don't know why that counted for 3, but apparently it did. Psyche coming inside. Nice little no-look pass. Levi Warren wasn't ready for it, though, and that's out of bounds. Another turnover from the Archers. Archers are not getting any breaks right now. 10 turnovers of the game. Jones pulls up her dribble, out to Allen. Warren providing the pressure. Allen has to pick up her dribble. Accra inside, one-on-one. Wagstaff, good pressure. And jump ball. That's going to be Cardiff Met basketball.
And although Cardiff Met get the ball as a result of that possession, I think right there from Dominique Allen really paints a picture of this game so far. She's able to draw anybody that's inside outside and give her teammates, if not herself, some very high percentage shooting possibilities, as Shannon Hatch looks to have potentially picked up a little hit to the face there.
Hopefully she's all right, but again, that's the 11th turnover for the Archers. Those turnovers are just piling up by the second here. 18-point Mystic lead. We get near the end of this third quarter. Cardiff Met need to start this turnaround. Accra, nice little turn to spin through 2, dumps it off to Erica Williams. 2 and 1. That's one of the best plays you'll see all year. What a rip away there from Vanessa Acra to pull it inside, and then a strong finish from Erica Williams.
And if you're Manchester there, you are ecstatic with the power that Acra uses there to break free from the two defenders. But if you're Cardiff Met, you have a 2v1 in the corner of the half there. I don't think you can allow one player to break through two, regardless of how strong they are, as Erica Williams makes it.
I mean, this is just a tough quarter for the Archers. They've only scored 4 points so far compared to the 16 for the Mystics, 16-4 run. Out on the wing, Wagstaff now coming inside. Ball tapped away from behind, and it's out of bounds. Wagstaff had her foot out of bounds when she touched that ball. And yet another Archer turnover.
And I don't really know what they can do, but something has to happen to change the momentum for Cardiff Met going forward, because at this rate, it's going to be too big of a gap to claw back into.
Georgia Jones on the perimeter here, going back and forth, and she finds the look she likes, gets it out to Erica Williams, and who doesn't get that one to drop, but it doesn't matter. Dominique Allen rebounds for the reset. Allen inside, won't get it to fall. It's out of bounds off Cardiff Met again. Yeah, they just can't pick up any boards here. Substitution for the Archers. Lauren Psyche comes off the floor. Sarah Jorgensen comes on. And Mystics looking for some more points. Georgia Jones immediately off that inbound. Doesn't get it. Yet another offensive rebound. Although it doesn't look like the clock was moving at the time, so we'll get a little bit of a clock reset. And the Mystics will keep the ball here. 8 on the shot clock. Georgia Jones to start this play off. She'll come inside, 2-on-1. Erica Williams wide open from 3, doesn't get it to fall, and okay, good. The Archers finally stopped that offensive rebound bleeding there.
They just need to do something with it now on the offensive side of the ball.
They really do.
Oh
man.
Me.
Reese, how many possessions in a row have we seen where the Archers have just turned it over, thrown it away?
If memory serves, it's at least 4 or 5. It's probably more, honestly. Like you said, only 4 points in this quarter so far, 9 minutes into it. It's simply just not going to win you a basketball game.
Good turn there by Moore. She comes up the floor quickly, tries to rifle that pass over to Vanessa Acra, knocked out of bounds, and the Mystics will keep possession. Just over a minute left here in the third quarter. Mystics with a 20-point lead, and Cardiff Met looking to get their offense and wake it back up. Acra now, can't find anyone open. Time almost runs out. Dominique Allen's there. Shea here, gets it inside. Allen was fouled. She was fouled before that shot went up. This is just going to be taken in off the baseline by the Mystics. Well, like you mentioned a minute ago, Reese, I'm not sure what else Cardiff Met can do. I mean, there's just not much time left. 10 minutes left to go. They'd have to almost double what they've scored so far just to get back in this game. Ball rolling around on the floor. Allen comes away with it, taken away by Levi Warren. Warren, 2-on-1. She'll try to go up on her own, and
wow.
Knocked out.
That's some great 2v1 defending there from Manchester.
Really was. Great play from Moore to knock that ball out of bounds. Not give Cardiff Met anything on that breakaway.
There's 44 seconds left in this quarter. I think all you can ask for Cardiff Met is to just make a basket going into this fourth quarter.
Wagstaff, she'll try to respond with that basket. It's not going to fall yet again. For those of you not watching the box score, Cardiff Met shooting about 23% from the field. That's just not going to get it done. Allen looks for the layoff. She's under heavy pressure, and we have yet another foul.
And it's so tough. As I mentioned before in earlier quarters of this game, this kind of small ball lineup that Cardiff Met have got on the floor right now, it's almost impossible to compete with somebody with the size of Dominique Allen.
Well, Allen was fouled as she looked for that layoff pass, and she's got 2 free throws because of it. First one doesn't fall again. You can see that little smirk on her face. She knows it. 1 for 7 from the line. Done everything else right today.
There we go.
2 for 8 from the free throw line, but more importantly, 8 for 11 from the field and 18 points. 16 points. Sorry about that. Hatch on the perimeter, kicks it back out to the wing. Wagstaff trying to come inside, tries to go up strong. Another swat. Another swat at the end of this third quarter there by Dominique Allen. You can just see her laughing. She knows it. She's got total control of this game, Reese.
She's really stealing the show. I mean, in the first half, she was sad a little bit, so it was kind of hard to remember how dominant she was. But this third quarter, she really showed everybody that she's kind of owning the Archers Arena at the moment.
She's on a double-double right now, 16 points for Dominique Allen. She's got 11 rebounds, and just for fun, she's got an assist, she's got 2 steals, she's got a block. She's been fouled 6 times. Got the second best plus-minus of anyone on the floor. Third best, sorry, behind her teammates Erica Williams and Georgia Jones. The efficiency among the Mystic squad here in the second half especially has just been something else. I mean, not much else you can say. They've just really done a great job. 43 rebounds compared to 35 for the Archers, and the Mystics have just made every possession count, whether they've hit or not. They have made Cardiff Met work so hard to stop them, and it's showing because the Archers only have 28 points through 3 quarters of play.
And if you want to take a really simplistic view at this game, just looking at one stat other than the score, it's the field goal shooting percentage, sorry. Like you mentioned before, Cardiff Met only on 23% shooting from the field today, with Manchester looking at about 37. Still not a great shooting day from Manchester by any stretch of the imagination, but Cardiff Met at 23%, I think it's almost impossible to win a game shooting like that.
It would have to be a rock fight for that to work out in your favor. I think Coach Jeff Jones for the Mystics will be pretty happy. Obviously disappointed they don't have more points on the board, but pretty happy with the performance today from the Mystics so far. And there's still a quarter to go. Cardiff Met do still, I mean, they can score. We've seen them score plenty of times. We've seen them score in bunches. They can come back here, but that starts right now. You've got to start scoring right away. And they'll go back to a smaller lineup again. Issy Bunyan, Karis Roy, Joelle Moreno, Sarah Jorgensen, and Shannon Hatch all on the floor now.
About as tight of a press, sorry, Atticus, as I've seen in this game so far for the Archers.
Georgia Jones' 3 won't drop. Archers get a team rebound here. Sarah Jorgensen brings this one up the court. Out to Hatch on the wing, who kicks it back. Roy inside, she's looking for the shooters around her. She'll turn, spin in. That's a nice pass and a nice finish there from Sarah Jorgensen.
Probably no coincidence with Dominique Allen on the bench at the moment. That inside of the paint seems to be a little bit more open. And that's the first time I've seen Cardiff Met really take advantage of that so far in this entire game.
With the Archers with 2 points here in the fourth quarter, that's already half of their total output in the third. Uh-oh. Long range 3 there for the Mystics yet again. Number 3, Anna Shea, who scores that one. Bunyan far side. Hatch. Moreno. She'll come inside on her own, loses the handle, yet another steal. The Mystics come away with that one yet again. 30-52 lead. Jones on the runner, doesn't get it to fall, gets her own rebound back. And they'll say, why not? They'll take a 3 just for fun. Erica Williams, she's getting those 16 points tonight, baby. Another long-range 3 dropped in. Oh, man, I don't know what that was.
And you just saw Georgia Jones, as soon as she collected that rebound there, that offensive rebound from Manchester, she had to look up, thought she could have taken the shot, but the luxury of having a 20-plus point lead is that she can take her time and find potentially a better shooter, and Erica Williams is going to sink it from downtown.
Pretty much everything that you'd think would happen on paper has happened here today. Erica Williams, 17 points. Dominique Allen, 16. Georgia Jones with 10. And I mean, those three have really just dominated the Archers all game.
And that's a quiet 17 points from Erica Williams, making it 20. It really is a quiet, high-scoring game from her today.
16 second-half points for Williams off of yet another three and yet another assist from Georgia Jones, who's running on 8 assists of her own. Bunting inside, Jorgensen from the outside.
There we go. Some momentum going Cardiff Met's way. Hopefully, starting with that 3 there from Sarah Jorgensen.
If they're going to come back, they need to do something quick. They're down by 25. Meyer inside. Roy, strong defense. Gets that ball knocked out.
Great double action there from Karis Roy. Get the block and then the rebound.
Shannon Hatch pulls up.
Oof.
2.
Tough bucket there from Shannon Hatch, the fadeaway.
It really was. That's her spot. She just hasn't gotten much to go down from there today, but she's stuck with it. And she's at 12 points on the day. Jones now kicking it over. Right off to Williams again. Williams and Hatch, one-on-one. The two best scorers here going up against each other. Williams kicked it back out. Accra and shot clock violation. Good defense there from Shannon Hatch. You can see Erica Williams really wanted to score on her. So a 23-point lead for the Mystics. We're under 7 minutes left to go. Not insurmountable.
No.
Not easy.
I'm just trying to keep my eye on Karis Roy when the Archers are on offense, seeing what she's doing inside to potentially create space. And there's just not a whole lot going on, honestly. Manchester, just like that, are just locking her down.
Roy got that ball away out to Joelle Moreno. Came back to her. Psyche doesn't take that 3. She'll take a running floater instead. Nicely done. 2 for Lauren Psyche.
And honestly, one of the best stretches of play for the Archers so far in this game. On both ends of the court.
Wagstaff, she'll run that one in on her own. Lays it in. Well done. Cardiff Met on a bit of a run, trying to come back against the Mystics now. And hey, look up the scoreboard. They're only down by 19.
21, unfortunately.
They're going to reset
maths.
that. No. It's 19.
But again, a positive stretch of play there for the Archers. It's hard to say how much of a coincidence it is that Dominique Allen is not on the floor and hasn't been for this 4th quarter.
I think you hit the nail on the head, Reese. Allen was some of the best stats on the day. Apart from her free throw shooting, just incredibly efficient, has really taken apart the Archer defense. If you're Cardiff Met, I mean, there's just not many great takeaways, positive takeaways from this game. The Mystics have just really dominated. But even for Manchester, I don't think this is the best performance that they've had. I think they know they can do a lot better, and I mean, really just haven't needed much else today. Just haven't been pushed too much here after that tough 3rd quarter from Cardiff Met.
And just to bring up another statistic that we were mentioning earlier in the game, Manchester with 14 second chance points coming off of offensive rebounds, whereas Cardiff Met only with 2, which is better than the 0 that they've had up until this point.
The Mystics take this ball away. Rolling around on the floor. Moore still got it. Myers out to Shea. Williams will reset this one. Moore can't find anybody. Tries to come inside at Shannon Hatch. Kicks it back out. Williams is wide open. And uh-oh. Erica Williams doing whatever she likes from beyond the arc. Another 3.
And just like I said before, Karis Roy just absolutely locked down inside.
Shea loses the handle. Looks like Joelle Moreno knocked that one off, though. And Mystics will keep possession here.
And I said this earlier around halftime that, you know, Erica Williams not really living up to her scoring in that first half. And if Cardiff Met gave her the opportunity, she would get hot eventually. That's exactly what's happened in this second half. As another one falls.
Wow.
I mean, she's made every basket in the last 5 minutes that she's put up.
I mean, it's incredible to watch. She's finding her own space, and she's just dropping everything she takes down the drain.
And I think the biggest difference between basically the two teams is Manchester have a player like Erica Williams who's going to knock down shots like that quite consistently. And Cardiff Met, at least today, just haven't really had anybody that can knock down shots like that on a regular basis.
No, they really haven't. Moore gets the ball knocked away by Sarah Wagstaff here. Good looking steal. Wagstaff tries to go up strong. She's fouled. We'll get 2 free throws.
That's the third steal, resulting in either a basket or a free throw from Sarah Wagstaff in this game so far. She's pretty active with her hands on the defensive side of the ball, leading that press.
She'll look to get 2 points on the board for the Archers here. Try to cut this lead back down. It's a 24-point Mystic lead as we come to the final 5 minutes of this game. Wagstaff will get that first one to drop. The biggest lead for the Mystics today. They've had a 28-point lead. And they've had plenty of runs throughout the day. Their longest run has been 9-point run. Good looking defense there from Cardiff Met. And Sarah Wagstaff forces a turnover. Archer's ball. Psyche on the perimeter. She's got 10 seconds. Wagstaff inside. Roy is under heavy pressure. She'll get it back to Hatch, who finds Moreno in the corner. Moreno cuts inside. Is going to go on her own. And
not great shot clock awareness there from Moreno. Probably should have taken it up herself with only about 3 to shoot.
I think Karis Roy thought the same thing was going to happen. She wasn't expecting that pass. Shea under pressure. Wagstaff is going to force another turnover. Nicely done. Another jump ball. That's Cardiff Met possession.
I mean, when shots aren't falling, I've said this before in this game, all you can really do is try your hardest and give as much effort as you can on defense. And Sarah Wagstaff in this fourth quarter so far has been so active on defense, really leading by example.
Well, there's a microcosm in a microcosm how what this game has happened today for the Archers. Good rebound from Joelle Moreno, just couldn't get it to go back in. Erica Williams doesn't get her drop either.
More surprising to see Erica Williams miss a shot from deep right now than make one.
Absolutely true. As Lauren Psyche tried to break up the floor, Erica Williams blocked her off the ball, and a foul called. So 22-point games. We get the last 4 minutes of this game. Another foul called here. That one's going to be on the Mystics, number 12, Elisha Moore. And the Archers will keep possession again. Out in the corner, Moreno. Roy picks it up inside. Psyche will need to find something to do. 7 on the shot clock. She'll take a running floater. Nice. That's a play she likes.
Again, that center of gravity just gives her the ability to just pick up her dribble from anywhere. As Erica Williams has another 3 rattle off the rim.
Psyche's going to come inside again. She can't get anything to go up. She looks like she's fouled after she came in.
And Accra took notice that Lauren Psyche just going to try to take the ball one direction, then just pull up. And Accra maybe a bit too greedy there on the reach.
Well, it's still a 20-point game. You really don't need Dominique Allen to come back in, but why not? Archers will get a late substitution on the floor as well as Joelle Moreno comes off for Sarah Jorgensen. Psyche quick inbound to Roy, who finds Psyche again, but she's forced back out. Hatch is inside, goes up strong. She's fouled. That's another foul on Elisha Moore.
Every single basket today that the Archers have tried putting up inside the paint, Manchester have put so much pressure. And even if they know that they're going to commit a foul, they're just not going to let an easy bucket go up at all in the paint.
Well, it's interesting you mentioned that because Cardiff Met, they've reduced that deficit for points in the paint. The Mystics have had 28 points in the paint today. The Archers have had 20, but it doesn't feel like it. Like you mentioned, Reese, the Archers have had to work a lot harder for those 20, and the Mystics have had to work for their 28 inside. Hatch gets both of her free throws to drop. The Mystics under pressure again. Tapped away to Shea. She'll reset with 15 on the shot clock. Allen on the wing. Allen coming inside. Roy forces her back out. Moore on the wing. 3 on the shot clock. Roy taps it down. 2 left to go. Got to get a shot up. She will. And if it doesn't hit anything, that's Cardiff Met ball. Another turnover.
Great effort there from Karis Roy, not giving Dominique Allen an easy look at all. And as I said before, Dominique Allen is usually creating her space early, and then 5-6 seconds later she gets to take advantage of it, and Karis Roy was saying no, not letting her take advantage of that.
We'll see what the Archers can do. 3 minutes left to go, down by 18. Wagstaff from 3. Not again. Jones now on the perimeter. She'll take her time. Just rolling the ball around. Tried that play a few times today. Shannon Hatch read it. Psyche comes inside on her own, dumps it off to Karis Roy, who gets that one to drop in. Easiest 2 points inside for the Archers all day today. Shea on the perimeter. Accra now, she's closed down immediately by Shannon Hatch. Accra tries to break inside with a nice looking Euro step. And she's fouled on the floor by Sarah Jorgensen.
Cardiff Met with their best offensive output today in this fourth quarter, already scoring 17 points, the most. Their next most was 13 points in that first quarter, but I really think 4 points in that third quarter has just absolutely killed them, really. Really no chance to come back after that.
Really has. If you even just had 10 points, anything near what they scored in the other quarters, they would be right in this game. That third quarter was a disaster. Allen gets inside, and she steals it away, gets it to it. A 5-point play for the Mystics.
This very well might be the fastest 5 points I may ever see.
5 points in, what was that, 3 seconds?
In real time, yeah. On the scoreboard, maybe 1.
Maybe 1, you're right.
Unfortunately, we do know her free throw woes from today so far.
See, Dominique Allen heard you. She got that one in just to shut that up.
She knew. She was like, 5-point play. In 1 second, I gotta make it fall.
You don't see those very often, shall we say.
And even though I mentioned Cardiff Met with their best offensive output today with 19 points, Manchester have scored 18 in this quarter. I mean, maybe it's just gotten a little bit looser on defense for Manchester and allowed Cardiff Met to score a few more points just because they knew this game was a bit too out of Cardiff Met's reach. But really, we need to see more of this throughout the entire game. They woke up a little bit too late, the Archers.
Well, they really did, and the Archers will need to remedy this next week. Next week, they'll be on the road at the Nottingham Wildcats on March 5th. For the Mystics, they'll return home on March 5th and play the Gloucester City Queens. This will keep Cardiff Met firmly planted at the bottom of the table. For the Mystics, they'll stay in 5th, and depending on what happens with the Leicester Riders today, they could try to cut that deficit down to 4th by another game. They're 2 games behind the Riders in 4th place. Again, the WBBL, the top 8 teams make the playoffs. Cardiff Met, again, they're out 13th in the league right now. And the Mystics looking good in 5th at the moment. Stolen away, tried to get an outlet pass on the run, and just a little too hard. Syke is on the wing, she'll flash this one back out. Wagstaff dumps it inside to Marcazotti. Marcazotti beats Allen, and she can't get it to fall.
That's maybe the 4th or 5th time we've seen today Mara Marquezzotti literally right under the basket and unable to finish anything really today. That one, not a whole lot of pressure either. Maybe just a lack of focus or maybe a lack of rhythm given she's been out for so long.
Well, you could make a horror film out of all those easy misses from Cardiff Met today. Riam Bailey was just trying to go up at the end of the shot clock, hoping for a foul, didn't get it to drop. And a turnover for the Archers. They're down by 21 as we head into the last minute here, 68-47. Mystics hold the lead right now.
I'm sure there'll be a lot of film analysis going on from this game today. Decent looks from Cardiff Met all day, but they simply need shots to fall going forward if they have any chance to claw their way out of the relegation zone.
Shea at the top. She'll fire one from long range. It's not going to fall. And it's tapped away by Accra, who manages to get hold of it out of bounds. Archer basketball.
And even with 52 seconds left in this game, Accra not giving anything easy up to Shannon Hatch, who's putting in about as much effort as anybody I've seen on the court today. Been all over the place on the defensive side of the ball.
Effort's a great way to define Vanessa Accra's day today as Psyche strokes down at long range too. Vanessa Accra only has 2 points, but she's got 11 rebounds, and she's forced a couple of steals.
Lauren
pretty
Psyche
well.
gets a steal there.
Wagstaff coming inside on her own. Can't get that. Another easy bucket to drop. About 25 seconds left to go in the game. Shea dumps it off to Allen. Allen's got another 2 easy points. Allen's got 23 points in the game, just behind her teammate who's got the lead, Erica Williams, with 25.
And I think you have to think that there's been at least 5 to 10 really, really easy, no-pressure baskets that the Archers have just fluffed today, as another one doesn't fall there for Shannon Hatch. And if they just made a couple more of those, this game would be so much closer.
Well, a tough game for the Archers ends here at home. A 21-point loss after a pretty good first half. Kept the lead just to 8 for the Mystics, but then it just all fell apart here in the second half. Reese, final thoughts before we go today?
I think there's a lot of work that the Archers have to do in practice these next couple of weeks, especially in just shooting efficiency, really. And just to highlight it again, you know, it did get a little bit better in that fourth quarter, so it maybe skews the picture a little bit. But 29% shooting from the field for Cardiff Met, even after that strong offensive showing in that fourth quarter, is just simply not going to win you games in basketball. And I mean, Manchester not that much better at 38%, but if anything's going to paint a picture, it's simply that. Just shots not falling for Cardiff, and Manchester creating some higher percentage shooting opportunities and making it a pretty easy day for them at the Archers Arenas today.
Well, 56 points for the Mystics' top 3 players. Georgia Jones put in 10, Erica Williams with 25 of her own, and Dominique Allen with 21. That's how this game will end. Thank you for joining us on the WBBL official YouTube channel. The final score today, Manchester Mystics 70, the Cardiff Met Archers 49. Join us after the game on the Cardiff Met Archers official basketball channel for a Division II Men's National Basketball League game against the Richmond Knights after. For all of us here, have a great night. Thank you for joining us today. We'll see you next time.